That was challenging, figuring out the right balance between, having an appropriate amount of time to settle into the role of being a parent and also maintaining your duties on council. City councillors have odd hours. Lots of the meetings, community events, and so on fall outside of traditional childcare hours, for example. Lots of time in the evenings and weekends, and so just navigating that schedule and a family schedule, I would say, are probably the things that have been the most challenging to adjust to since becoming a parent. There were lots of occasions where the best possible solution was for me, particularly when my son was a very young baby, was to bring him with me to council meetings or to other board meetings, or to have someone nearby with the baby while the meeting was taking place. And none of those are ideal. I mean, it's just, it's very difficult to do a good job of work and a good job of parenting at the same time. I would say one of the things that's sort of a lesson learned for me is that there's so much prep time that goes into city council's work, a lot of reading and research that goes into the lead up to any meeting, whether it's a council or committee meeting or a meeting of a board, and finding the time to do that sort of outside of conventional hours is very challenging with a young baby. So that was a learning curve. The reason that's important is because we want to have diverse representation in our elected officials, and some accommodation of differing life circumstances is required for people to want to do that. I think I hear a lot from women when they're approached about running for office. The primary concern in those conversations is often, how will this affect my family? And how will I balance this work with my family? And I think right now, the honest answer I would have to give to people is that it will be very challenging to do that. I think one of the things that was difficult for me was, in the absence of a formal leave protocol or process, it was hard to explain to constituents that I was still working, but not working as much. And so that's a difficult thing to communicate to people, and to get all of the work done and make sure that you still have enough time to adjust to becoming a new parent.